My name is Chris Sand. I live in Missoula, Montana. I moved away for 20 years and now I'm back raising a 8-year-old daughter. I'm a musician. Yeah, I've been a rambling troubadour for many years, but that's slowed down, especially this year. I grew up on the Flathead Indian Reservation, home of the Salish Kootenai Confederated Tribes, Pend Oreille. It influenced me in a big way because when hip-hop culture hit the res in like 82, a lot of my friends who were native got into breakdancing, and so did I. I'm a culture creator, I'm an artist, so I always gravitated to where the soul was, and the soul seemed to be emanating from the native kids. It just felt like there was a real culture, and it was kind of hip-hop and native together. And I didn't really know what the white culture was except country music, but it seemed kind of boring. I mean, that was what was pouring from my dad's pickup truck. Joseph is my name, a carpenter by trade. I'm broken down and stranded in a stable. I'm with a lonesome gal, sweet Mary, she's my pal. Even though she gave her heart to Gabriel, she claims he is an angel, but I will abide. I'll stay forever by this woman's side. Please don't you worry about my pride. I've seen it all, I'm happy, and besides, there's nowhere left to hide. Met her at the beach, her name was Heather Dietz. Her hair was blonde and bleached like Betty Grable's, or Marilyn Monroe's in the Misfits. Now you know I'm more DiMaggio than Arthur Miller or Clark Gable. My cards are on the table, but I will abide. Lord forbid my darling ever dies, but I never will remarry. I won't even try. I'll be an old man with moonlight in my eyes and nowhere left to hide. Well, the saddest song done sung, George Jones, #1. The industry was stunned, it sounded awesome. But what a thing to say, he stopped loving her today, as if the fragrance of the rose faded out before it blossomed. And what a price it cost. But that ain't me and Pa, some know we gonna ride. We'll gallop hard across that great divide. Yeah, me and him and Hank and old John Prine. Poor boys with joyfulness inside and nowhere left to hide. And nowhere left to hide. I'll walk that line. And even though it's time to say goodbye, good night, I'll meet you in that dawn's early light. Out beyond the field of wrong and right, where there's nowhere left to hide. And there's nowhere left to hide. And there's nowhere left to hide. Nowhere left to hide. Oh yeah. There's a squirrel running around.
A very brave squirrel.
Yeah, it's a rabbit squirrel.